By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And
with a score here, right?
I think Coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing. Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 31 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Trubisky to throw. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
180. It's 59.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Just like that. Just like that.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. Hey, echo. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check. Big time drive. Look, I got it.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
180. 58, come on. Here it comes, here it comes.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Chubb. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 66 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 74 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. The extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go play action. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And an alley to run. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
They'll keep it on the ground again here. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Mayfield, flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First target, first catch at a 1st down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mayfield looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of them.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Callaway on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Lock in, lock in. Bang, 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 bang. Move.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And this is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards to pick up there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out, and the Bears get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 82 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, 180, red, up. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Alpha. 53 the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Wood.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, dude.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. There he goes right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead. The point after is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
180. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two scores. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Come on, QB, come on.
A run for Nick Chubb. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. 'Cause I